reflecting upon the mirrored image of what once was.
with any certainty, but the sight of the stars make me dream.
Show So, welcome everybody to the Underground Show. We told you we're going to have a phenomenal show for you guys, and I told you that we would have the beautiful and talented Miss Lydia Manson with us. So, she's here today, and we want to thank you so much for coming to be part of the show. Go ahead and unmute yourself so they can hear you. And thank you for coming to BTMX for our Underground Show. No, I'm not going to be dressed out as Jax's because out of respect for her time. So, thank you for sharing your beauty and your talent with the world. What got you into doing what you do?
Um, well, it was kind of just a fluke, actually. Um, I like didn't grow up wanting to be an actress or anything. I've always been into like horror and like the macabre and stuff like that. But I was following The House That Eats Flesh because my friend Rachel Hoffman was in it. So I was just following the group on Facebook to support her. And Josh Graves, the director, he had posted a casting call because he needed to fill three female roles. And my friend Rachel was like, "Oh, you should, Lydia, you need to put in for that." And I was like, oh, "No, Rach, like that's all you. That's like this is your thing, not me." And she's like, "No, no, 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 let's do it." So I messaged Josh, and he was like, "Oh, absolutely. Can you get an audition video together for me?" So Rachel and I went to a local cemetery, and I drank blood from a goblet and ran through the cemetery because that's what you do. And that was my audition video, and I sent it in, and so the rest is kind of history. I wasn't really expecting it to blow up as much as it did. It's kind of crazy. That was October of 2020. So it's kind of been a whirlwind ever since then. I wasn't on Instagram or anything like that. Um, so trying to get used to all that.
And
That's my
since you've been
story.
found, are you planning to be part of any new movies coming up?
I just filmed a short film in Virginia a couple of weeks ago called Scream Queen Campfire. It's going to be an anthology. My part, my short part in the film is called The Dark Office, and I play a character named Aurora. So I filmed that. That is going to be edited and should be out September and October. They said they're going to release my short as a standalone as well as the anthology. I was also cast in a film that's going to be filming in July. Um, of a bunch of other projects. I became the co-producer of Six Flick Productions, so I have, I think, 6 or 7 movies that I'll be in with them. The first one is going to be Psychotica. That's going to be filming in November, where I play a dark superhero who goes after serial killers. So I'll kind of be like a female Dexter in that one. That's going to be fun to shoot, I think.
I would be nice to see if like maybe you could talk to your directors and you be the next female Crow.
I'll have to look into that.
But like you guys have seen her pictures on BTMX before. They got real big. She would actually donate, show her support, and we would do some of the artwork with it. This is Lydia. This is the vampire that you've seen me playing around with her photos and adding my art to it and stuff like that. And she's an amazing person. So, what gives you the strength to keep going forward and like sharing your beauty and your talents and stuff like this in the horror genre?
I just I have a lot of different ideas. Um, I like to be creative. I deal with a lot of depression and anxiety. Um, so I feel like being able to express myself through these different photography projects and things like that, um, it helps me deal with that. And I think people try to hide their issues with mental health too much because they're embarrassed or they think they're going to be judged. And I think that if we were able to talk about it more or mainstream it more, excuse me, that maybe it wouldn't be such a stigma. So I try to put as much of my struggles into my quote unquote art that I can because I feel like if more of us did that, then maybe more people would be willing to talk about their struggles, and maybe they wouldn't be hurting so much.
And that's amazing because we actually have shows based on that. That's why I created a show called Karen Share, because there's a lot of people sitting at home stuck in their heads. And that's why I created a show like that, so anybody who wants to talk about what's going on in their life, or if they just need help or to reach out, that's why we actually created that show. So it's glad that you're actually talking about stuff like that. Is it hard sometimes due to your depression to actually be able to do what you do?
Yeah, there's days where I literally can't get out of bed. Um, I just can't stop crying, and I don't know why. Um, I go to therapy twice a week, lots of meditations, and and I don't like it. Um, but I can't help it. Like, I mean, I don't know everybody's struggle, and I try to be nice to everybody. And people always tell me, "Oh my God, you're so nice," and everything. And I'm like, well, why wouldn't I be nice to you? Because I don't know what you're going through, you know, because that's how I would want to be treated. So I try to do that to everybody. Um, but some days it's just really difficult. And then to try and get up and take photos and just try to act happy, and then I get messages from fans, and they tell you like how amazing you are, and it's like, how can I be amazing when I just feel so terrible? And so it's very hard, and some days I don't know how to take it, and I'm just like, you're lying to me. Like, why are you lying to me, telling me that I'm this amazing, beautiful person? Because I look in the mirror and I don't see that. So I have a very hard time dealing with it.
Maybe it's because when you're up to where you can actually do the photos and your videos, I think a part of you shines through and connects with somebody who feels exactly how you're feeling now, that doesn't have the beauty or a way to escape how they feel. So they kind of attach themselves to how, your artwork, your filming. That's why I think a lot of people attach themselves to other people and what they do is because they'll never ever have the option to do it themselves, and then still have to deal with everyday life, and they see people with you who have the beauty, who have the weight they want. You know what I mean? To them, you have everything you want while they're suffering. So for them to see you at such so beautiful, and to be able to do what you're doing, that's more of a strive for them.
I mean, when I started this, I I thought that I would do the House that Eats Flesh and pretty much be done. Um, I never planned on really doing anything else. And then people just kept asking me to be in other projects, and I'm like, yeah, well, whatever, I'll do it. Um, Now it just seems that it's growing and growing, and everybody keeps telling me like, you're gonna be famous, you're gonna be famous, like you have it, you have it. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I don't want to be famous. Like, that's never my goal. Um, and and the thing I hear the most is like, you're just so real, you're relatable, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like that's how I always been. And people tell me, don't change that. When you get famous, don't change that. And I'm like, well, one, I'm never gonna be famous, and two, I don't ever plan to change. Like, this is the Lydia I am, and that is the Lydia I will always be. So what you see is what you get.
Um, so that death on YouTube said the inside looking out is always different than the outside looking in.
That's true. I mean, when people compliment me or something, and I'm like, whoa, you see a photo. It's very easy to make a photo look great. Um, I see myself every single day. So I see the flaws because I can concentrate on them. I can focus in on them. Um, so it is very easy from the inside looking out to see the damage that there is. But when you're looking out, when you're looking in, you can see the smoke and mirrors.
So, and even when you're dealing with all your depression and all these projects, and I know it seems like a lot of the time it's probably too much for you. Is there something like that you do that helps you refocus?
Um, Music is my sanity. Um, when everything is overwhelming, I put on a playlist because music grounds me. Music has always been my go-to. So if it wasn't for music, I probably wouldn't be here. So, like, I go to sleep, I have my music on. Um, if I'm working, I have my music on. Whenever I'm doing photo shoots, I have my playlist going. So music is a big part of my life. Um, I'm always singing in the car. I'm always I'm always making new playlists. I'm always looking for new music to listen to. So music is my everything.
And if you had to choose out of all the artists that you listen to, um, who would you choose as like the main one that you would go to? Like all of the music you've ever listened to.
Um, I Prevail's Trauma album, when that came out 2 summers ago, I was going through a very difficult time in my life, and that got me through that. So I would say that that resonates very deeply to me, um, and that album is very special to me.
We do have Sola Death saying best therapy ever is music. So
It is.
it most definitely helps. So that's why that was when COVID happened, and I noticed music. You know, a lot of the music industry was starting to hurt. That's why I created what I did because I wanted to promote music from around the world so everyone had a chance and create shows for different genres. That make sure that I was doing my part to help people shine. And then when I met you on Instagram is when BTMX was still young and you believed in us by trusting a weirdo to have your pictures. Which yeah, in the end, you seen what I did with them, and I never posted anything without showing you first. Uh, See, my thing was you could tell that you had pain going in your life because I pay attention to photos a lot because I do photography as well. And then you pay attention for the eyes, and you could tell when you were doing a horror part of how much of your feelings were coming out in the picture through your face. So and that's why I say that you do an amazing job, and that I'm just that's why I wanted you to be part of Unleash the Underground show because I know how well you look and the great job that you actually do in your horror photos and your videos and
No,
such like
thank
that.
you.
So from I am one of your biggest fans. I think that you're doing a great job, even though that you're dealing with day to day life stuff and your own drama. To still be able to produce content the way you do for your fans and for your career is amazing. So, what can you tell other younger women out there that are suffering from, mental illnesses? What can you tell them to help them understand that it's okay to have what you have, but you can still thrive?
I would say that there is no shame in admitting that you have an issue and that you're not alone. Um, I know it feels like you're alone, and that, I always use the analogy that you're, it feels like you're in a crowded room and you're screaming and nobody hears you because that's what it feels like. You're screaming for help and nobody cares. Um, but there are people that cares. Um, Took me a very long time to find a therapist that listens to me and like actually understands and cares and like goes the extra mile for me. Um, but I did find her, you know. Um, so I would just say like keep trying, like even when you don't want to keep going, just keep trying. Um, because there's times where I had given up, and I wrote my letters to my loved ones because I was just done. But looking back, I'm glad that I tore those letters up, you know. Um, I still have my bad thought, and I have my scars. But our scars tell our stories, and as much as I hate them, and I focus on them every single day, I wouldn't be the person that I am today without them. So just because you're having a hard time now doesn't mean that you won't have an amazing time in the future, because the person you are now will not be the person you will be. So just because you feel weak now doesn't mean that you won't be strong. So yes, you're fighting now, but you're fighting for a good reason.
And that's
That's what
just
I would
amazing.
say.
Like, we do have a fan over here. Sarah says, "Thank you for being you."
Well, thank you for being an amazing person, Sarah.
So, knowing that, did COVID affect any of your, when you started, when COVID happened, did that affect you doing any of your projects at all?
When COVID had started, I wasn't even into this industry yet, so it didn't affect me at all. I was home with my kids a lot. It definitely affected my mental health, which I apologize because you probably hear them screaming in the background. So I apologize for that.
You're fine. Mine are in the background
I'm
doing the
like
same thing.
I'm like locked in the bathroom.
It's okay. Everybody knows that everybody has family, so you're taking time out of your life to come and talk with us. So that's
Hey,
what
you wanted real? This is real.
matters.
I am locked in the bathroom trying to get 30 minutes alone.
So at any time, if any of you guys watching, thank you guys for sharing. Please do me a favor. Go ahead, and if you guys have any questions for her, and put it over here in the comments, and I'll make sure she gets it, your question. So with the horror bits coming out, and your new movies coming out like that, are you excited? Are you nervous?
Um, I'm always very nervous. I'm actually doing a photo shoot tomorrow and I'm like super nervous. So freaking out a little bit about that. With the House that Eats Flesh, I'm nervous about that. Our second Indiegogo goes live on Friday, so I'm like nervous because I'm like, oh my god, I hope we reach our budget. Um, so and I'm like, it's the first time like a full out producer on the film. So I'm like, I hope I'm doing a good enough job, because I'm like, I don't want to embarrass myself because then nobody's going to want to use me as a producer again. So it's just like my mind never stops. So many emotions.
And so you're still. I think you'll do fine tomorrow, especially after tonight. Everyone's watching now and trying to become part of your life. And thank you for actually sharing that with us. About what's going on, because a lot of people do hide it or they try to act like there's nothing wrong. Um, so, do you work with other people with the same issues, and you guys are able to relate?
Well, my friend Stacy, who does most of my photos, she's been my friend since high school. I usually tag her in all the photos that she does of me on Instagram. It's Makeup by Stacy Book. She's amazing, by the way, but she has a lot of the same issues as I do. So we really connect on that level. We've been friends now for, oh my God, I think I did the math. It's like 18 fucking years. I'm sorry, I swear. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
You're allowed to
But
cuss.
yeah. So yeah, we have seen some very dark times together. So we've definitely brought each other out of some very bad situations.
Was it
That
her?
I mean,
Was
I'm
it her
sorry.
idea to get you into doing photography?
Um, no, I think I asked her to, she was actually working for a photographer last summer. And she was like, oh, you should do, she's offering like a deal on photos. And this was like before like I got into the horror thing. And I was like, oh yeah, like I'll do it or whatever. So then when I started doing the horror thing, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to like do photos a lot. So I knew she would like give me a deal. And she's really good at makeup, and I'm not. So but I'm trying to come up with like new and interesting ideas for photography, like photo projects, because I don't want to just do the same old, same old. So I just came up with what I think is a really cool idea, and she thinks it's a really cool idea. So we're gonna start that project tomorrow, and also going to be doing a cosplay photo tomorrow as well. So
Sounds amazing. Um, yeah, I can't wait to see the photos from that. We do have a question for you from Sarah. She says, "How do you get past the feel that? How do you get past the feeling that not being able to breathe?"
oh god, like when I have anxiety attacks, like I literally feel like I can't breathe and I'm like hyperventilating. Um, Sometimes I just have to like count to 10 in my head, or I sit down and just kind of like rock back and forth. Um, I mean, like my mind tells me like you can breathe, like you're alive, you can breathe, like stop being an idiot. But my body literally feels like it can't breathe. So I just have to keep reassuring myself, like you can breathe, you can breathe. So I have to talk myself through it. That's the only way I can get through it.
So
So I
Sarah,
hope that helps.
didn't mean to cut you off. So Sarah, she's telling you how she gets through it the best she can. So hopefully you got the message. And thank you guys for watching. Any more questions, feel free to write them comments. She's a very open person, so she's not going to hide who she is for, she's going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. So moving past, I can't wait for your photo shoot tomorrow because I like all your artwork that you guys do. Um, Coming up with more movies, you say you're the one producing the movie now and acting, or just doing the production?
For the House that Eats Flesh, I'm going to be acting in it. I play Luna, but I'm also the main producer on the film.
So
So,
that's gonna. Do you think that's gonna get in your way of your acting, or you just, can you? Is that gonna be too hard at some point?
um, I guess we'll find out. The main focus right now is the Indiegogo and raising the funds to make the film. So if anybody wants to follow the House That Eats Flesh on Instagram, that's the official House That Eats Flesh page. I run that Instagram as well. So I tag it whenever I post about it on my Instagram. Um, you're more than welcome.
So what
I
I'll do.
also am helping run the official movie group, the House That Eats Flesh on Facebook. So you're more than welcome to join that group on Facebook.
So what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead and share all the links to everything that you're attached to the projects that you have on our
Awesome.
BTMX Facebook
Thank you.
page directly after the show. I'll make sure everyone has the links to be able to go give their support and help towards getting to your better budget to get you guys
Thank
where
you
you
so
need
much.
to be. Have you guys created like a fundraiser and stuff like that for you guys as well?
For the House of Eats Flesh, yep, that's going to be the Indiegogo. So that starts on April 2nd. Unfortunately, I won't have the link for that, excuse me, until April 2nd because that's how the Indiegogos work. So on April 2nd, I can send you the link for that. I know I'm definitely going to have that posted on my Instagram and the House of Eats Flesh's Instagram. But we're going to have lots of amazing perks. Like you can pre-order your DVD, your Blu-ray. We're going to have signed scripts. We're going to have perks available if you want to be in the movie. So lots of fun stuff.
So that's amazing. So I'm definitely gonna can't wait for April 2nd, definitely, and we'll actually make that a part of our shows from now on too, so everybody remembers they can go straight over and donate because you've helped sponsor us in the past. So amazing work. Um, is there anything else that you would like to say to your fans? That about who you are and what should they be looking out for, and any like motivational advice from you.
I know it's everybody always gives me stuff because I'm like super cheesy, but my favorite motivational quote is always shoot for the moon because even if you miss, you land among the stars. But I remember that quote because it was on a poster in my seventh grade science class. So I love that quote. But I would always say, do not be afraid to be different because everybody's like, they will tell me something and they're like, oh, you're going to judge me. I'm like, I'm not going to judge you. And they're like, well, it's weird. And I'm like, what's wrong with being weird? And I said, first of all, why do you think it's weird? Because it goes against society's standards. And they're like, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, fuck society's standards, first of all. Like, who cares? So you don't like the things that everybody else likes. That's good. It's good to be different. Why do you want to be like everybody else? I don't want to be like everybody else. If I was like everybody else, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And guess what? A lot of people like it. So don't ever be afraid to be different.
So once again, thank you so much from everyone here at BTMX for coming to be part of our show tonight, and I just can't wait to see all your future projects unfold. Um, so definitely pay attention from Miss Lydia Manson. You can catch her over on Instagram, but I will actually have all her links posted up on BTMX after the show, and also to the pages that she's been talking to you guys about. Go show your support if you want to see her, see this amazing movie that she's going to end up producing. Let's give her the money to make sure she has enough money to actually make sure she gets her dreams to come true for us, or her nightmares. Either which way.
Thank you
So,
so much for having me.
it means a lot to me when people like you say yes and actually give us the time and come through for us. So we're gonna go ahead and let you go and take care of your beautiful children. Thank you so much, and can't wait to hopefully have you back again.
Of course, thank you. Hope you have a great night.
So once again, we're having a great show, right? That was an amazing interview. Sorry if there was any interruptions in between. Apparently there is off and on, but there ain't nothing I could possibly do about that. But hopefully you guys got to hear an amazing message, especially from Miss Lydia Manson. You can catch us if Facebook gives you issues at all through this at all. We're definitely doing really, really great over on YouTube, so you can definitely catch this without having skip frames over there. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys up so you can actually see me, and then I also have Mr. Shankudo in the background playing around with his sticks. I'm about to be coming on with us. Um, so I'm gonna enlarge me, see me, I'm coming, and then, oh no, oh no, oh no, I did it again. There we go. We're gonna make the bugs go around. See, this is what happens when we have interviews. We make sure everything looks nice, and then we don't. So back to you guys. So, what are you guys thinking about music wise? So, if you didn't know who the artist was when I first played in the beginning of the show, that was no other than Dead Dreams from Silhouette Death with his song "Haunted Reflections" off his self-titled CD album "Haunted Reflections" that was available starting of February 19th of 2021. So last month. Um, we're moving on closer to holidays. We're still having amazing shows. We just had an amazing show not too long ago with Soul Snatchers. Phenomenal, phenomenal. Two women are doing a great job. All our shows are coming together great, and thank you guys so much for you guys' support and love and sharing and liking. But now this is the part where we go ahead and do music, and then I'll be right back. So the song I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys off on for a second is no other it's by a phenomenal band that everyone should needs to go check out, and this is the band Perceived, and this is their song Not to Be.
I may be alive, don't mean I wanna be. I'm hollowed inside, don't wanna feel anything. I'm constantly trying to find a way to change. I'm hiding behind all the fears I cannot face. Don't mean I wanna be here. Don't wanna be here. Don't want to be here. Don't wanna be here. Don't want to. You may be alive, don't mean you wanna be. Would you rather die instead of feeling misery? Are you waiting for someone to save you? It won't ever happen because of the things that you do. You may be alone, don't mean you wanna be here. Don't wanna be here. Don't want to be. Don't wanna be here. Don't want to.
Yeah, he's complaining. So once again, that was Perceived with their song Not to Be, but now we got Mr. Shakudo on here with us with this nice little vest you can't see. And he was bitching about the big mic being in his face, and he's a whiner. So we had an amazing interview with Lydia. She was very straight up and forward that, everybody needs to acknowledge that there is people with mental illnesses, even famous people. And that, there is power to get through it. You can look at each other, look into music, and that's why we mess around with music so much. And I would have did the whole face paint, came out as a demon, but not tonight out of respect for her because, she was running on her time. She also has children to deal with, and she's also trying to see us, So just out of respect for her, I just came as DJ Shadow. Don't like it, just deal with it. So what did you think about the interview?
Pretty nice.
So, do you remember anything she said?
Not completely.
There's my point. We do not have him on the show for a certain reason. So what did you think of the song? Were you paying attention to that one?
Yes.
And
It's actually good.
What it was? You're saying I don't play actually good music?
No, I'm not saying actually you're not playing good music. It's just not through my genre of music. See,
I'm not playing Barbie Girl on the show.
What about some Thug?
Wrong show.
Let's Let's spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna spice it up with not his suggestion, and we're gonna go ahead and play another new up and coming band. This is the band Ghost Dance by this is the song Ghost Dance by the band Grave Huffer. So once again, that was Grave Huffers. He wants me to say his name right. It's Shank Doodoo.
It's not Shank Doodoo, it's Sean Kudo.
You got it right. I didn't. So Shank Kudo. Doodoo. So, I'm telling you, this motherfucker's a pain in the ass. Have you ever had that one friend that you just want to slap around because it's fun?
Ooh, it sounds fun.
Do not make me pull out the KY.
Ooh, baby, don't talk kinky. We're on a show, God.
Oh, I forgot.
After the show.
Oh, shit. See, he's a bad influence. Do not have him around children. So, since we're having fun, we're going to go ahead and play some more amazing people for you. Why not, right? Also, tell me your guys' ideas on the songs I'm playing. We're willing to take song requests now at this point, too. So this is a new up-and-coming band as well. This is the band To The Grave, and this is their song, Waste Age. While we go ahead and fuck off back here and enjoy amazing music. once again, that band was To the Grave with their song Wastage. What was your guys' thoughts on it? We're going to go ahead and... This is not my genre, boy.
Beat was actually pretty damn hard. I actually like it. It's just some of the words, couldn't understand them. And for the people out there who don't understand about the 753, if you actually look it up, it is the code of the Bushido. That's why I have the 753 under my name, which would be the code I live by in that. And like my brother here, I thank him for actually sponsoring and supporting me and helping me get to the position I'm in right now and getting to where I'm at right now. And brother, I really do thank you.
Yeah, I'm always about picking up my beautiful, unfronted friends. No, I'm just joking.
Don't mind us.
Shit.
We are very two screwed up individuals when we get together.
I'm not screwed up. I go to church on Sunday.
Oh, okay. The church would burn down if you stepped in there.
And it is not my fault what happens after. So talking about more amazing music for you guys while we once again kidding around. Also, this is by Scarlet City. This is their song Shatterproof featuring Jake Shigira from the band Citizens. Amazing sound. You probably heard it on one of our radio shows. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we do.
To hell and back, and once again for fun, saw the man in the moon curse the prophet of doom, and chose to steal the sun. So they say what doesn't kill you, even when you almost let it, but not me, but not me. The blues still I have left it. Bring me down one more time. How dare you cross that line where there is nothing left to lose? I am shatterproof. I was born into the silence. I was raised inside the dark. Pulled the rug from my chest, laid my sins down to rest, and looked inside my heart. 'Cause you cracked don't mean you're broken. 'Cause you hurt don't mean you're ruined. So rise up, yeah, rise up. Just over, just keep on moving. Bring me down one more time. How dare you cross that line where there is nothing left to lose? I am shatterproof. Break me down, break me down, break me down. 'Cause I have nothing left to lose.
So once again, that was by Scarlet City That was their song Shatterproof. And I see you over there talking, Sarah. Thank you for the comment. Yes, you forgiven me. Oh my, oh Lord, oh Yeshua.
No, that song right
No
there.
offense
though,
taken to anybody. I'm just clowning around.
Yeah, but that song right there, that literally explains my life. Got to rise up above all challenges. Got to rise up above everything. Like having a hard lifestyle and coming from where I've come from, and where we both actually come from, and like you come from the darkness. When you walk into the light, it's blinding at first, but then after a while, after it stops being blinding, it's a very beautiful sight. And when you come from the darkness, it's like something that actually captures you when you go into the light, and then you actually realize what the life is really like. And it's like you just got to embrace it, and then just try to keep going forward, keep going up, rise up above every challenge you ever come into your life. Like if you have a challenge, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, literally do not let no one stop you. Find someone who actually supports you, sponsors you, and actually pushes you to do your dream, and does not allow you to just sit where you're at, and actually pushes you to rise up.
Like, no, stick a finger in your ass and go, ooh, I'm going to do something. Hey, Michaela. Michaela's here. If you guys do not know who Michaela is, she is the phenomenal owner of the show BTMX, where she teaches you tricks and such. In the months to come, she's also going to teach you even further with doing special effects makeup. So she's going to be doing, like, she's...
cosplay kind of
well,
makeup, too.
Everything. And also, if you guys want to see her do a certain suggestion, let us know at BTMX and we'll let her know. She loves helping the fans. She's going to keep doing her shows live as long as she can. Don't forget, she is a young and up-and-coming mother, so congratulations on that. And she's going to actually be doing her first-time show of our show, A Blast from the Past. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. On every Saturday, you'll get to see one member of everyone on BTMX actually run the show. Even Mr. Shankuda is responsible for that because we help sponsor him. And it's all you'll get to hear their music and how it connects to them, and what music helped them get through their lives throughout the years, and how music has helped them and that artist and etc. They're going to go great detail about it, especially on that show, because that's what that show is all about. It's about the person hosting a show, and it's not about song requests. It's about them showing you who they are and where they came from through the music they play for you and what they talk about. So that's what that show's about, Blast from the Past. It's about, not only the music, but the person who's actually doing that show for you, giving you a little bit of an insight on who they are and how they grew up, etc. So definitely we're going to keep an eye out for that show tomorrow. And that's every Saturday at 8 p.m. with a new host. Last week we had Soul Snatchers. The week before that we had Silhouette Death. When they very first started, you had DJ Shadow. Tomorrow we have Mrs. Michaela from BTMX. Next week we have Rayman from the Berserker from our Shadow Squad. Then the following week after that is Mr. Shankudos. And you also get DJ Drax's list, which is different than mine, even though we are the same. How do I explain that one?
And there's personality.
And not only that, we do have an amazing, mysterious character coming out. Maybe you guys might know who the host is. Maybe not. But his name is Binary. You guys get to meet him. He's the one going to be running the radio shows from now on, besides just letting you guys see pictures. And enjoy that experience. But I do not know exactly when he's going to be here. Just wait. If we go live on a random and you see a random character, that's him.
And real quick,
him or her.
Real quick though, when I do the Blast from the Past, just fair warning to everybody, I'm from the hood, so it's gonna be basically like it's gonna be primarily rap, because like there's a lot of bands who've influenced my life. There's a lot of bands who out there, even solo
I
artists.
know his parents. He's made to listen to country too. Don't let him bullshit.
Country, old school, but like, actually, when I hit like 13, 14, I explored my own music and I fell in love with rap. Like NWA, Eminem, Dr. Dre, when he went solo, ICP. There's been like a large genre for me though.
Oh my God, DJ, pray for me. I'm going to have my second live show. I'm so nervous. Don't be nervous. You got this. Amazing. Amazing work.
Stay confident. That's all you got to do is like believe in yourself.
I never thought BTMX would ever get this big. I'll be honest as shit. It was just something to do while I was fired for people having COVID. I don't know. But then it came something beautiful, and I was able to help people as best I can, help new upcoming artists, businesses, etc. Or, like, we cover entertainment, but we also cover a business aspect too. Also, we make personal gamer tags for gamers all over the world now. So if you want that, you can get a hold of BTMX, and we'll probably tell you about the services and how much we pay for that. It's actually really, really fucking cheap. So you can get your own personal gamer tag through us, and there's so many other services that we provide that's going to be coming out in the weeks. I keep telling you guys this, and the reason why you haven't seen it is because me and Dad want to make sure it's perfect, so when it comes to you guys, there's no, oh, we don't, sorry. We just want you to have a straight cut to what we offer instead of beating around the bush, because BTMX, yes, that's not about judgment, but we do judge ourselves. We want to be the best we can be for all our loving fans and subscribers and followers and etc. That's why we're getting our own. When we get a website, we're not just getting a website, we're also getting our own app, so we can be at the tips of your guys' fingers, and you have all our services, and you get to see Blaze for Shankuda and what he's completed, and videos and how to buy it, and then he's going to be doing firearms in the near future. So you can buy firearms at BTMX, just it's going to be on the Shakudo's page of our website and our app. And then you can also listen to amazing music that you probably will never ever hear on any other radio station in the world for music around the world.
And another thing though is I'm going to be working on a blade here within the next week that is really near and dear to my heart, and I'm looking for someone who wants that blade and who would respect it. It's an ancient Egyptian style blade. It is a kawash.
I'm still in that bitch. It's mine. Michaela, you're gonna do fine. You did really great on her very first live show was actually this Wednesday. Last time she did her show, she pulled that out of her ass. I mean, like,
wow.
She did her plan. She also made herself susceptible to somebody else's suggestions, and she also did a request.
Wow!
All in the same night, man. Like, and also being pregnant with that baby. Oh, look, it's a jungle gym.
See, me personally, I'm just gonna hit this real quick.
Please don't hit it.
Not like that.
That's expensive. Don't hit it.
No, Michaela.
I'll stab you.
I'm gonna just do a shout out for you, girl. Like, co-hosting the shows and that, and doing this kind of stuff. Most people do not know this. You've got to know me for years for me to even actually express it to you. But I'm just gonna put it out there for BTMX and for my brother and my family.
Don't listen.
Fuck you. I actually have anxiety. And most people don't know this nor realize this.
I wonder if we don't know. He's bouncing the whole time. Just, motherfucker.
I have high anxiety, so trust me, right now, like, my anxiety is through the roof, going 1,000 miles a minute, and like,
he makes me bonkers.
and like,
a fucking mess.
All you gotta do is remember one thing, okay?
Am I pissing you off?
No, you are not.
Damn.
Actually, you're keeping me happy right now, brother.
Keeping him happy. I don't like that comment.
Hey.
Sarah says hit it. If you hit it, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna get it like a ketchup bottom. I'm like, ooh.
No, but like, we joke around, we clown around. Me and DJ Shadow have known each other for.
You almost fucked up.
I caught myself.
You're fired. Get the fuck out of here.
But we've known each other for almost 20 years now, and like,
freak accident.
exactly, but like we've been trying to keep close, trying to keep together, and like he knows.
Don't go walking while drunk.
Definitely, and when you're high as well. That is not a good idea.
Why are you suggesting drugs to my...
I'm not suggesting. I'm just saying. There are people out there who dabble in that stuff. I'm just saying you should not do it, but... if
Dabble
you
in what?
Drugs, okay?
What's kind of... What is your drugs? What are you talking about?
Hallucinogenics, mostly.
Hey, now I'm offended. What's wrong with shrooms?
Man, shrooms is kindergarten, dude. If you're gonna do anything, do peyote, do acid, do LSD.
Do
PCP,
not listen to him. Do you see where he's at? Don't do it.
I've had too many drug experiences, and I'll just let you know.
Because he lived in the hood.
Fuck up. But like on a serious note, though. He literally, this is the man that literally taught me how to empower myself, stand up for myself, and stop being a pussy, basically. And
Well, it doesn't help. The first time I met him, he was tied up to his porch like a dog with a fucking dog chain while his brother was beating him with a toe chain. I mean, it was like Jesus, the Passions of Christ scene. When you, like, and I was drunk. Coming, what the fuck? Is that a kid?
yeah, I'll just let you guys know the whole reason why, like, my life has been really hard and shit, and, like...
He's a dumbass.
I'm not just a dumbass. It's just, like, throughout my life,
Special dumbass.
I've had hardships, okay? And
His marriage.
Fuck you. Marriage is not a bad thing, okay? It's just
Unless it's
something
to
you
your
gotta
wife.
work at. No, it's something you gotta work at, okay? It's a
That's a
long,
lot
hard
of work,
fucking-
gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. That's
It's a long, hard road.
That's
It's
a
struggle.
shit show for a whole nother day. I mean, like, if you want to see Eddie's marriage, it is like, what's the word? Jerry Springer mixed with Maury. Am I responsible for that?
No, not totally. But, like, my past literally explain. My wife knows me, and
To
she's
run
known
him
me
over.
for about 14 years now.
And just call them every 5 seconds, go, where the fuck are you? You don't love me!
No. Not every 5 seconds. It's like
Every
maybe
10, I'm sorry.
No. It's like actually maybe an hour or two. Okay, calm down.
Yes,
with that.
he is my dumbass and I'm his dick.
Yeah, exactly. We make the perfect couple. We're not a couple, though. No, by far.
The only time he hits on me is when I hit him.
Oh no! Don't lie, DJ Shadow.
Takes master skills. Yeah, most definitely.
But like, we have fun with each other.
He's our Georgia of the jungle. You know that motherfucker? He goes, ooh, tree. He goes, oh, the tree. Smack.
Like, it's just, yep, Steve, definitely. Steve-O explains me completely. I was always a jackass kind of person.
He really did do what Steve-O did, like the whole firecracker out the ass.
Actually, it was a bottle rocket, not a firecracker.
Actually, it was one of like the really tall rockets, the dragon rockets that like you should never light by anybody.
What about the mortar? Fucking what? 4th of July, running around down the street, and then we haul out, fire in the hole, and then boom. Yeah, those were some fun days, but weird as hell.
This is what acid does to you.
Not just acid, but
Don't do drugs.
yeah, definitely.
Do you see who my friend is? Do not do drugs. This is a warning.
Yeah, you will become very screwed up, and it's
Don't go to Niles, Ohio either. That's another bad thing.
No, Niles isn't bad. It's just there's certain parts of Niles and certain people in Niles you want to stay away from.
That's all of Niles.
No,
I love you guys in Niles, but shit, don't do acid and go to Niles. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, definitely. There's too many bridges and shit that is very, very tempting to just say fuck it and go wee. It's a whole nother level. It's like going to Nelson Ledges on acid. That's a trip in itself.
You should stop talking now. So we're gonna stop talking now, and let you guys listen to another amazing band. And this is a band called Sleep Society. And this is their song, While She Sleeps.
Difference of opinion, drawing lines across the line we live in. You're entitled to enforce, so let me hear it. Resilient, it's time to be the change you want to witness. It started as a vision, now we live it. The tables are turned, it won't be the first, it won't be the last. We're here to prove that we can speak for the masses. If you give what you take what you give. You wanna rebuild, create a system where the people exist. All of this energy can't go to waste. We go to the chances, the wind of the sea. As away from salvation. Welcome to the slave society. Take your place. The channel's about to change. You can get step on step out of the way. We're broadcasting on a different way. What's up if you're ready to break? It feels so different here now. Like spiders under my skin. We're paralyzed, but you and I are still alive. I'm not looking for a way out. Just a deeper meaning to here and now.
So once again, that was by the Sleep Society, and that's While She Sleeps. Amazing song, I think. Oh, it's gonna be up there. There we go. Quit puffing, motherfucker.
Fuck off!
Talk about me with cigarettes, Sarah. Look at this fucking train over here. What is so cool about blowing out smoke? To me, that's wasteful. You're supposed to hell that shit till it's gone.
That'd be kind of hard.
That's what she said.
I was waiting for it.
But we do have a lot of amazing content coming out after this Sunday. We actually have BTMX Fury's first photo shoot. After this Sunday, you guys will end up seeing BTMX's some of our models and be able to enjoy them. They actually have merch right now. If you guys are watching, you can go over to our Streamlabs, watch us there as well. But they actually have merch going on right now. Beautiful, and they have a beautiful symbol on what they're about to be doing. You'll be able to purchase shirts also with their photos and stuff on it as well. We'll keep you updated with that as that goes. And we actually came up with a pretty good idea. So Eddie is going to come over here more than just Friday now, and we're going to actually go outside and do challenges from you guys. We're going to fuck off, do lava floor and shit on the bike trail. Push him off a bridge.
Oh, fuck, man. I'll jump off the damn bridge willingly. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, we'll take you to some places in Niles and watch how stupid he is. Just for you guys. Come on. Do you guys want to see Eddie Splat? Come on. I do. Oh, wait, I'm his friend. Shit.
Nah, it's been like years, though, since I've been that crazy, though. And it's like...
He's lying. He's lying on his
no,
ass.
no,
He lives
no.
in Warren, Ohio.
Hey.
That's crazy. No.
Do not crack on my hometown now, okay? I gotta rep the Panther, dude. I gotta rep the Panther because I'm not a Raider, okay? I was born in 89, before 94, and that's when
So
Warren...
you guys stole Bristol School, the only school that doesn't have a football team symbol? You guys suck dick. I mean, no offense. Fuck.
See, Warren used to be known as Panther Town back in 60s, 70s, 80s, up until the early 90s.
Dude, you were just swimming in your daddy's nutsack.
Actually, I was born in 89. I'm a Panther. So
I was born in 88, and I don't give a shit about where I was born. I don't know nothing about Youngstown on purpose.
I'm sorry, but I gotta rep my hometown because that's where I was born, raised, and that's where I still live. And when you're at your hometown, you gotta rep it, okay? When you're from there and you've had the life I've had, you're used to repping where you're from and that.
Sarah, what didn't you get? Let us know, because you should have got the gifts that you gotten for us before. If not, please do me a favor and write us a message on our BTMX page with your address. I'll make sure you get free merch just for anything that happened. Let us know there. So, I haven't had no problems getting merch from the Streamlabs. Shit, I buy our own merch ourselves. I have actually right at the tips of my fingers, man. No shit. How I write these shows now. Oh, wrong one. It was here a long time ago.
No red.
No, it's gone. Anyways, fuck it. Anyways, I actually have the Shadow Squad notebook. That's right. I have that, and I also have Soul Snatcher's mask that's coming. It gets here. My big mama just actually got one of my DJ Drax's hoodies. She's actually currently wearing it right now. So you guys get,
Yeah, and there is Sean Kudo merch up right now, too, just to let you guys know.
Yeah, you're older. You're not old. It doesn't matter about age. Shit.
Shoot.
You're trying to act like you're old, dude.
No.
You're about to get your ass whipped by 68% of our fans.
Well, the line up.
He thinks he's Zeus,
It
but
is
he's
not
really
Zeus.
Archimedes.
No. It is victory or Valhalla, for Valhalla awaits us all, my brother.
I want to punch him in the dick. Just hard.
Hey, I'm sorry. The pagan lifestyle, dude. I'm Norse, so...
You live in North America, maybe, but you're not Norse.
Actually,
you were born in Warren, Ohio.
Okay, but my heritage is Celtic, Germanic, and Norse, so...
Yeah, but that would
I'm
be
gonna rep
like...
my heritage over
that
all
would
else.
be like an Indian, like, smacking you in the fucking face and be like, hey, you're on my land.
Technically, we
that
are,
shit.
though, so... And they're actually first Americans. just
So
put
that
it out
goes
there.
to anybody who has Indian culture, Native American culture. You bitch slap the fuck out of them for free. That's all the ammunition. You give out a free service already. And guess what?
Trying to help.
I'm a Native American. 1%. So do I get to slap you?
No.
Damn.
See, by federal law, you have to be 1/6 registered to be registered.
So you're saying I can have my wife come on and slap you?
Hey.
Anyway, so
gives
we
a
want to
shit?
thank you guys for coming to be a part of a great show. We had an amazing interview with